Welcome back to TEW 2016. I'm here once again with another WWE series. We are starting things off here tonight, so let's get going with Monday Night Raw. Alright, good open. Now, for tonight, there's a lot of stuff I copied from real life, so I don't feel like writing out things that happened in real life already that you've already seen. For me, personally, when I see YouTubers do something really similar to real life, I just I just tune out. So I thought I'll just do a freestyle angle for angles they've done in real life. So the whole Kevin Owens Chris Jericho angle right after Fastlane, that's basically what plays out here. New gimmick, and it's very good. Good job, Kev. Anyway, and then we go into a match. Samoa Joe. It sets up the match Samoa Joe and Chris Jericho, but it does not set up Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn, because that match isn't happening tonight. Anyway, in a good match, Samoa Joe defeated Chris Jericho by pinfall with the Mustard Buster following interference from Kevin Owens. So Kevin Owens screws over Chris Jericho, and then they are going 2-on-1 attacking Chris Jericho, but instead of Sami Zayn, Finn Balor makes his return and saves Chris Jericho from Owens and Joe. Alright, Neville grabs a mic before his match and he says, "Last night, Gentleman Jack couldn't beat me. Tonight I further prove that nobody will dethrone their king." So, what I expected from Neville. And what I expected from this match, since no one in the Cruiserweight division is over quite yet, and I don't know if I'll ever get them over. Hell, I might scrap the Cruiserweight division at some point. I don't know. I'll try to get people over. Anyway, Neville defeated Rich Swann by pinfall with the Red Arrow. Neville makes his defense of his title. And then after the match, same thing that happened in real life. Austin Aries with the whole interview turned into a statement thing against Neville. Alright. Charlie Caruso is backstage with Finn Balor, and she asks him, "Earlier you saved Chris Jericho from Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens. My only question to you is, why?" Balor says, "I've seen Joe bully people everywhere he's been, from before his time in this company to his time in NXT, and I'm not going to let him just bully anyone he wants. As long as I'm here, he won't ever bully anyone again without consequences." So, decent promo from Finn Balor. Not the best, not the worst. Alright, Sheamus and Cesaro, the New Day, Enzo and Cass, and I couldn't fit them in here, but Shining Stars are also backstage, arguing about who should get the WrestleMania Tag Team Championship match. So, I imagine it's just a bunch of yelling, not really nondescript, not knowing exactly what people are saying. And Mick Foley appears and says, "Shut up! All of you, shut up! Tonight, we will have a 4-way elimination tag team match, and the winners will face Anderson and Gallows at WrestleMania." Which leads into an Gallows and Anderson match, which is a 53, which I expected, considering they're facing the Bollywood Boys. Subpar wrestling, little heat. The club defeated the Bollywood Boys when Carl Anderson defeated Harv Shearer by pinfall with a Magic Killer. The entire match, Gallows and Anderson dominated the entire match. And then Gallows and Anderson cut a promo. Anderson says, "And it doesn't matter who faces us at WrestleMania. The outcome will be the same. We will still be your Raw Tag Team Champions." And Gallows cuts in and says, "And they will all still be nerds." They two-sweet each other and leave. So, Gallows continues his nerds thing. Yay. Alright, so Samoa Joe defiantly heard what Balor said last week, not last week, earlier tonight, about him not being able to bully people. So he beats up Sami Zayn backstage and then yells into the camera, "What's the consequence for that, Balor?" So, Joe defiant. Braun Strowman makes a big entrance, dominates Mark Henry in 6 minutes and 19 seconds, and then beats him up after the match. Just beats him up, hits a choke slam, does something. Braun does something big and scary to Mark Henry. Because at this point, I'm going to have to rebuild. From a booking standpoint, I need to rebuild Braun Strowman because he lost to Roman Reigns at Fastlane. Anyway. I did this as a freestyle angle because all this is Finn Balor running around backstage looking for Samoa Joe. Only to find out I think Joe left the building because I don't think there's another segment. Anyway, in a decent match, Sheamus and Cesaro defeated the New Day, Enzo and Cass and the Shining Stars, and the order of eliminations were the Shining Stars first, then Enzo and Cass, and finally the New Day. Sheamus was head and shoulders above everyone, so let's see here. Sheamus, and yeah, Sheamus was, because he's over. Sheamus is over as a heel. At least, okay, who? Oh, okay. Average. That's better than the poor gimmick he had before. Alright, and then afterwards, Gallows and Anderson attack them, which I imagine Sheamus and Cesaro, after that big Fatal 4-Way tag match, would be really weakened, so, you know, Magic Killer, Buddha Doom, whatever they do. Alright. So basically the same thing that happened in real life here, so I didn't write anything out. Bayley versus Sasha. Next, if Sasha wins, she goes on to WrestleMania, and she does end up winning. The same, only this, I don't remember exactly how she won in real life, but Sasha wins by a quick roll up. So we have Sasha, Bayley, and Charlotte. There we go. Alright, so then Charlotte comes out and attacks Bayley. Just mad because Bayley lost the match and now it's a triple threat. So I expected worse from this match. Also, before things get going, I should also do this because I'll forget to do it if I don't do it now. Alright, so this match, I expected worse from this match. Anyway, Cedric Alexander, Akira Tozawa, and Sin Cara defeated Brian Kendrick, Noam Dar, and Tajiri when Cedric Alexander defeated Tajiri. Sin Cara was the best out of everybody. Because he's more over than everybody. Anyway, so this, I didn't write anything out because it's not the same angle that appeared on the Raw after Fastlane, but I'm playing it off like it's the segment where Goldberg basically says some stuff, Paul Heyman comes out, Goldberg F5s Goldberg, and we've seen that exact thing play out on Raw. So, I'm not going to do it, write everything out again. Alright, Roman Reigns and Rusev, I expected better. Like, I really expected better. Anyway, Roman Reigns wins, and then cuts a promo afterwards. He says, "Now that I've gotten Strowman out of the way, I have some business to attend to. There has been someone else calling WWE their yard, and for years it was true. But now I'm the big dog of WWE, and this is my yard. Undertaker, I'm challenging you to a match at WrestleMania. I expect your answer next week." So the big dog has a big challenge, and Raw got a 77. It's going to take me some time to get used to it and get Raw's bookings up a little bit better. It'll take a little bit of time, and before we go, I would like to go through the company and decisions that I'm making before we get to ending the episode. If it will load. Here we go, okay. So there's that. Jim Ross bid fails because he's intending to retire in peace. Same thing with Ric Flair. Jericho thinks Neville is charismatic, and Finn Balor thinks Noam Dar does not get it. Okay, guys. Anyways, so I have changed the staff structure of NXT. The owner of NXT is now Billy Corgan, and the head booker is now Dave Lagana. So, yeah, and let's see here. What else? There's some people I'm hiring. Adam Cole I'm going to send to NXT. Omega I'm going to put down in NXT for a while. The Hardys I might put in NXT just to train other people. I don't know. Angle, I don't know what I'm doing with them. The Rock, I'm just getting him, so yeah, just cause. Steamboat's going down to train. Sting's going down to train. Actually, no, I think Sting is kind of the same boat of The Rock. I'm just getting him to have him. Taz, I'm going to rework the announce teams a little bit. Galloway, I know I'm going to put Galloway in NXT for a bit. I'm going to try and just, most of these people are going to NXT so I can bolster the NXT roster for a bit. And as for, Anything else? Medical. Those people are hurt. Aries, I'm going to have to wait on his in-ring debut for a little bit longer. Just because of that. Yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. Thanks so much again. I will see you guys next time.